how do you view or how do you define success and failure in life? I mean, what's success and what's failure in your life?
That's a very deep question. I would say, at different points of our lives, okay, let me be specific to my life, the definition of success has evolved. Of course, in the earlier part of my life, it's really about my socio-economic trajectory. So I strived and I tried my very best to climb the corporate ladder, to learn, and a lot to do with, about moving up and learning the ropes of the industry. And to a point that I learned, yes, I was very successful in picking up all that, At a certain stage in my life, success was defined by my own self-growth. So when I went into whether it's educating myself further or certifying myself further or learning from the gurus around, whether it is corporate gurus or spiritual gurus and all, I saw myself growing. To me, that was an important definition of my success. I've arrived at a point, particularly I would say that in the smack of the COVID, when the first tool was a challenge to me, I learned to relook at the definition of success. And I found to me, last year, June, I realized what success was. If I could live a life true to myself, I would define it as success. That means I don't have to do things which is an expectation of people, expectation of my industry or expectation of my organization. Or even the country that we live in, but if I can truly live a life that is true to myself and what I really want at this point in my life, then I think that would be success. Not that I've arrived there, Ramesh.
Yes.
I think I'm on my journey towards there.
I love the way you've decoded success as an evolution, and how you have actually linked it back to your life stages, living your life being true to yourself, and how that discovery was made in the midst of COVID.
Yeah.
And the courage that it will take to actually stay true on that course.